So I am perfectly okay with this trend with next-gen consoles offering 2 visual modes for their games. Let's get into it.
Skip it up and that up.
Look, old man Rich, whose beard is finally growing back a little bit, thank God, is used to having to tailor my graphics settings when I game on PC. When I put in a game, I could either go with maxed out graphics, even on my 2080 Ti, and I'll get maybe 40, 50 frames per second, depending on the game. Red Dead Redemption 2 is always the example I bring up. If I max out the graphics at 4K, I'm hitting like 45 to 48 frames per second. Even with that beast of a card, which is soon going to be dethroned by the NVIDIA GeForce 3090, you can't get 4K 60 maxed out in games. So I understand that you need to balance either performance if you want higher frame rates, or if you want better visuals, you're going to get lower frame rates, but you'll have more eye candy. Well, anyway, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, wow, I actually remember that name without having to look at my notes here, is going to have 2 modes. Okay, I saw the gameplay demo, which was just put up a couple days ago. I just saw it today. The game looks absolutely amazing. It looks like a Pixar movie that you play. I saw a couple frame rate stutters here and there, but who knows? That could be the video that I saw. Maybe there was a glitch in the video on YouTube, but it looks gorgeous. But Insomniac Games has confirmed that it's going to have 2 modes. It's going to have a 60 FPS mode that'll run at a lower resolution and won't have all the visual niceties. Or if you want the visuals that you saw in the gameplay demo, it'll run at 4K 30 FPS. Now, we've seen games on this generation of consoles, PS4 Pro, Xbox One X, offer performance modes and graphics modes or visual modes. God of War 2018 is an example where it runs the game at a lower resolution, but you get higher frame rates, and then you could pick the visual mode where it has more graphical niceties and it runs at a checkered 4K, but it remains around 30 frames per second. Neo 2, I'm looking at it right now, has an action mode and a movie mode. The movie mode runs at a checkerboard 4K. Action mode runs at a lower resolution, but you get higher frame rates. So it's not like with the upcoming generation, this is a new thing, but it seems like it's going to be more of a regular thing. And as a PC gamer, I'm okay with this. There's a lot of people who I think just game on consoles who are like, oh man, they have to offer 2 modes. What does it mean? The PS5 and Xbox Series X aren't powerful enough? No, it doesn't mean that. On my top of the line gaming rig, if I want higher frame rates, I lower the settings. I have a 2080 Ti. If I want just more visual niceties and I don't care that the frame rate isn't at a solid 60, maybe I'll cap the frame rate at 30 FPS and max everything out if I know it's not going to just stay at 60 FPS. Some games it does. The 2080 Ti is a beast, but not all. So I'm happy to see this with next-gen consoles, that they're giving this option more often. And if the consoles are going to be $500 from $299 for the Series S to $499 for the PS5 and Xbox Series X, that's affordable. To get these kind of visual experiences like what I saw in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart for $500, it's a hell of a deal, man. And people think I was throwing shade at the PS5 because it doesn't have the horsepower of the Series X. I'm not. Both consoles seems like they're going to be monsters, and for what they're giving you, they're going to be affordable monsters too. I'm looking forward to 9th gen big time. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.